Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Lucky Islands. I just wanted to tell you about some of my encounters with the honey collecting creatures that we call bees. Now, when I was younger, I was very much afraid of them. I'm not now. And now I kind of only hate wasps. But you know, everyone hates wasps, so. Anyway, one of the more notable pardon the interruption. One of the more notable stories was when I was like three around. When my very first encounter with the flying menaces. Hold on, did I complete this first try? Wow. Anyway, my first encounter with the flying stinging creatures was when I was around 3. I was playing on my swing set, and did I even queue up? I'm already waiting to queue. It's been a while queue. Enough distractions. So yeah, when I was 3, I was playing on my swing set. There was a bunch of flowers on my right while I was swinging. My parents were on the porch, on the outside. I was near the back of the backyard. That's where the swing stuff is. And a honeybee, had landed on my on the flowers to my right. And, you know, my little 3-year-old brain thought that this was, you know, I was still figuring out the world. I didn't know what was going on. So this creature, I guess someone else noticed too. I entirely lost my train of thought. Oh my god. Such a slow story. So, still figuring out the world. I knew these things stung, but I didn't know exactly what they do, and it looked cute. It was absolutely adorable. I still think they're cute to this day. So, of course, bee, when I see the bee that is rumored to sting people, my first instinct is, of course, to pet it. Pet the bee. So that's what I did. It didn't go well. I got stung, and that's when I also figured out that I was in fact allergic to honeybees. So that was fun. I'm gonna try to re-queue here to see if try to rejoin. All right, we're on the hive now. New layout. I guess this'll work. So another my gosh, dyslexia. Another story of note was backrooms. What the frick? Wonderful. Anyway, another notable story that came to me was when I was like 6, so like a couple years later. I was playing hide and seek with my brother and hiding, as one would. And when I was hiding, I decided to hide in a bush. In like a ring of bushes that was around. I was around the inside of my fence. So I went to the hid in the bush. Unbeknownst to me, there was an entire honeybee's nest there. Just a full-on nest. Or hive. Full-on hive. And I got stung up. A lot. Another day in Detroit. So I ran screaming, wailing. Couldn't believe myself. I had mystery cupcake. Okay. So of course I enjoyed a frivolous display of honeybee anger. I ran to my father and my mother and just my parents and grandparents in general. I had never ran so fast during that time. Screaming my head off, as one would. And yeah, moral of the story is I'm never going to bushes again. Also, another story was that I was just outside again, and I just stepped on a honeybee. That's it. Now, how about stories involving wasps? I don't really have too many that involve wasps. So, barely any stories involving wasps, but there is one that I can remember. And It was, so basically, I was mowing my lawn. I was just mowing my lawn, being a good kid. Taking responsibility, as one does. And I just ran over a wasp nest. And I got absolutely chased down. I only got stung twice, surprisingly. But I got absolutely chased down. I ran to the front yard and in through the door on the front porch. Also, another one was, I was doing yard work. Again, seems like wasps really don't like when I do yard work. They hate responsibility. That's why they have such a negative aura. One was where I was outside doing lawn work, but I was actually weed whacking this time. And so on my back patio, there's a bin, an upside down bin on the grass, upside down yellow bin, recycling bin. And I just go past that, and I'd seen a little wasp exit from underneath the bin. Being a curious little man, and not smart little man, may I add, I saw another one, and then another. So after 3 wasps, decided, I'm gonna take a peek under this. There were so many. It was a massive nest after we dug it up. It was like 2 feet. It was insane. I don't think it was 2 feet. Well, it might have been, but it was really big, and it's surprising to know that I just gotten away scot-free. How about stories with spiders, huh? Spiders. Now, I always liked spiders. Spiders were awesome. I found them kind of freaky, but I liked them nevertheless. So, I was, this was back a long time ago, I decided to, during soccer, I had taken my shoes off in my own driveway after a soccer game, and I was just walking along my driveway. I just got this massive, sharp pain in my foot. This is the second fastest I've ever ran, second to the bee's nest. So I look back, my entire foot turned purple, and there was 2 massive fang marks. I think I got bit by like a wolf spider or a wood spider. Absolutely insane. Hey, Buster. I'll see you later. So yeah, it was really a lot, and it hurt. And now, another one is I had to go down to my basement to check a water pump to see if there's any water around it. Because, you know, that would not be good. Because you need to be you don't want your basement to be flooded. So our basement was having flooding issues. I went down there, and I have a really short basement, so I was like bending over at this point. I was like Fortnite crouching, bro. I was so low to the ground. And there were a lot of these, like, rafters and empty space above it with, like, insulation and wires and such. And there were a whole bunch of cellar spiders. Now, if you know what cellar spiders are, they're really creepy, but they're not dangerous in the slightest. Good luck getting one to bite you. Steve. Don't see many Steves nowadays. So I went down there in this infested spot, and lo and behold, there was like a bunch of cellar spiders in my hair. I was freaking out. But that was before I realized that they were entirely harmless. Like, if there was a, like, you couldn't get less harmless than a cellar spider. Safest spider in the world. And they're kind of cute, actually. I missed. Any other stories about spiders that I can recall? Oh, yes. I went to a friend's place, and they have a pond, which I really enjoyed swimming in because I was a swimmer, and I also just liked water. And they have a canoe and a bunch of paddles, so I donned on my life vest. It's like a couple years ago, and I mean like 7. Dang, 7? 6? My gosh. So I went in the canoe, I went around their pond, and on the tree that was next to the pond, massive spider. It was black and had orange stripes on it. Absolutely ginormous. Its legs were like a couple inches. By a couple inches, I mean like 2 inches. 2.5, something like that. Uh... Sorry, I'm kind of focused right now. I don't usually get murder. So I was enjoying myself despite the massive spider. I think that's all the stories I have today. I'm just gonna finish this game. Dang it. I always try to pride myself on my aim, but it never works out. Anyway, that's gonna be it for story time, or Minecraft time, or whatever you want to call it. So I'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed. I try to make this a nice style of content, more of a kind of a calm and story-like demeanor. Like you're sitting around a campfire as a bunch of knights and a little wizard comes up and starts telling you stories. That's the kind of thing I'm going for, except it's a 15-year-old with autism telling you about insects. Anyway, that's it. I'll see ya.